active measurement is about having accurate data and have everything integrated into one place that will help you make decisions. So a very bad thing for marketers or for companies at all are companies that do not give their data to you. So if you work with a company, you spend money with the company, and they don't want to give you the data for you to analyze, that's a very bad thing. I know that everyone agrees with it. And one of the great things about Google Analytics that I like is that you can both take the data out of Google Analytics and into Google Analytics. So if you decide that you want to do all the analysis outside Google Analytics, you can just export the data through the API and do everything on your own databases. Or you can bring everything in, and I'll explain how to bring everything in. And just one last bit of research, 30% of marketers, they expect to spend less time doing analysis this year, I'm sorry. So, and I think the main thing about doing analysis, and probably most of you know that, is merging Excel files. So if you have to export from multiple sources and then start merging data into Excel, that's a very bad thing, and it takes a lot of time. So it should be everything in the same place for you to make decisions. So again, just to summarize those three things. First of all, more holistic. So we should look at our customers as as a person, not as a browser or a device or a visit. We should give the credit where credit is due, and we should look into integrating our platforms. Can help Google Analytics. So, how many of you heard about Universal Analytics? Wonderful. Universal Analytics is something huge. It's really important, and I'm sure that all of you will be using it next week. It's a whole new Google Analytics that we just launched last year, and we rewrote everything, every line of code, and we have new data collection, and it's a very important thing. And what it enables, this is another thing that we have been doing in Google Analytics since the beginning, and we are changing now. So once, or the standard Google Analytics that most of you know, if you search for something on the mobile, and then you get home, you move to the desktop, and you end up buying something, and then next week you're looking at your itinerary, we would see these as three different people in Google Analytics. And of course, that's not holistic. That's not what we're trying to do. And the new Universal Analytics, we can merge all those people into one customer. And just a parenthesis is that it's strictly forbidden to send to Google Analytics personal identifiable information. We cannot send, for example, the person's name or surname or phone number or anything, just a customer ID. So it's a customer, it's not a person. But anyway, we can see the whole journey or the full customer journey, and that's very important. And the second thing, and if you remember one thing from this presentation, that's measurement protocol. It's a very techy, to be nice, not to say horrible name. It's very, very technical. But the measurement protocol, what it does is that it enables companies to send data to Google Analytics without having to go through a website or a mobile or anything. So it enables us to send, for example, one example that I'm working on this last week is how do you integrate, for example, a coupon, if you give coupons on websites, how do you integrate it to when people use the coupon on a store, right? So you spend £1,000 on a campaign, and then people go to the website and then download, 100 coupons, and you want to know what's the ROI of the campaign, right? And now the measurement protocol, what it does is that when people go to the store and use the coupon, you can send from the store, you can send information to Google Analytics and update the campaign on Google Analytics saying how much the person spent on the store using this coupon. So it really links the whole process, and it really helps companies measure the full customer journey. So again, it's going from website and mobile app analytics to basically any digital touch points. And digital, it's not because a person has to be connected, but you have to send the data to Google Analytics. So of course, you'll have to get digital at some point. And this is a great example from a company in Australia called Loves Data. And what they did is that they built this hardware and they put it in front of the coffee machine. And every person that got to the coffee machine, they would have to swipe. So I'm drinking coffee, I'm drinking tea. And they linked it to Google Analytics, so it would send a request to Google Analytics and, well, employee number X drank coffee. And they linked Google Analytics to the project management tool as well. And they wanted to see if there is a direct link to productivity and drinking coffee. And they did a very interesting analysis. And I'm sure that Google did this analysis because coffee is great here, so pretty sure. So this is one measurement protocol. It enables a whole new level of data, of analysis. And another one, which is also a very technical name, but it's called dimension widening. And that's the second thing you should remember about this presentation. So dimension widening is basically about widening your data. So giving more context to the data that you use on Google Analytics. Another example from my son. He wants this thing for his birthday in January, which costs 275 pounds. I'm working at weekends now to buy him this. It's I didn't ask for gifts, 275 pounds, but life. So we can see, I went to the website and you can see shop.lego.com/Great Britain/Death*10188. So 10188 is the item number, and Death Star is the name of the item. Now there's so much more data here, right? So we have the item number, we have the age, which is 14+, we have the number of pieces, we have VIP points. This is really important, Star Wars. That's a Star Wars set. We have the vehicles, hard to find, 4.8, that's the rating. Now, we don't have all this data on Google Analytics, but of course Lego, they have a database and there is the item number and all those things in different rows. It's very simple to visualize that. And one of the things that Lego could do is to upload this table to Google Analytics and link it to the item ID, which is very easy, very simple to do. And that would widen the data and it would give context, and they would be able to do analysis, for example, based on Star Wars. So they want to see all Star Wars products. They want to see all hard-to-find products and how they behave or how well they're doing. So that's one thing. And another example, so I'm pretty sure that no one uses those here. I mean, everyone here does just output, right? No one uses our competitors. But if you do use, or if you decide to use in the future, so there is, of course, Bing, Twitter, Facebook. And one of the things that happens is that if you analyze your data coming from Bing, for example, to Google Analytics, it's very, very easy to know, for example, that 2,000 people came from Bing and they stayed, 5 minutes on the website, and they spent 500 pounds, right? It's very easy, and we can do that in Google Analytics. And if you don't do that, you can look for me, give you a card, and I can help you. And it's very easy, and you can do that today. Now, one of the things that it's a bit more complex, but it's not that complex to do, is to see the full picture, which is how much did you spend on Bing, for example, and how much did you get? I mean, that's the thing that you really want to see, right? You want to see if you spend more or less than what you get back from them. And you don't have that. You don't have the number of impressions, for example, because Facebook won't let you, there's no connection between Facebook and Google, as you know. And so one of the things, this is one specific example of dimension widening. And here you have a dimension that's called campaign, right? And you want to widen this dimension. So you can upload, for example, for each campaign, how much did you spend in the campaign, or how many impressions you got from there. So that's cost data upload. That's the name, but it's more or less dimension widening. And I think that's really, really powerful. And also, so again, 3 things. It's universal analytics, measurement protocol, dimension widening, and cost data upload. It was 4, not 3. Just want to see if you're paying attention. And Google Analytics real time, everything in real time, which sometimes is very useful. You can, you have a new campaign and you want to see how is it going well, not well. You can see it in real time on Google Analytics. And this is one little thing that one of my colleagues, probably many of you know Clancy Childs from the London office. And he connected his watch using the Google Analytics real-time API. So every time he looks, what time is it, he can see how many visitors are there on the website. It's very nice. I would, look at it all day. It's beautiful. So 3 takeaways that I'd like you to do today, tomorrow, during the weekend. Why not? First of all, use segmentation to understand customer path. And so there is this thing on Google Analytics called Advanced Segment. And it's a pretty powerful tool. So you can go in there. And if you don't know how to do it, just look for me in the end. And I can help you. What you can do is create 3 segments: mobile visitors, tablet visitors, web visitors, and compare them and see what each type of visitor is doing on the website. And this is very, very eye-opening, mind-blowing. And you can see straight away how long people stay on the website. Is it, if you see that people stay on the website on tablets for 1 minute and web for 18 minutes, so there might be something wrong with the tablet website, or maybe you can see that people are doing different things on the tablet than they're doing on the web. So this is one very important thing to do. Number 2, check different attribution models. So again, this is free on Google Analytics. You can check different attribution models and see how they compare, which one is best for you, and ask yourself, what is the right way to look at attribution models? Number 3, get started with universal analytics. That's the future of measurement. And again, measurement protocol and dimension widening, great things to look for. Thank you, and happy analyzing.